if you live in Florida, you know that the state of Florida has a lot of natural springs, but did you know that the most powerful spring in the world is right off the coast of St. Augustine? Well, if you didn't, don't worry. I did some digging. Let's get into it. Now, before we get going with this, okay, all springs are measured, okay, by how powerful they are. It's a scale from 1 to 8, okay? 8 is the least powerful, and number 1 is the most powerful. Now, there are a lot of, magnitude 1 springs here in Florida, but like I said, off the coast of St. Augustine, there's a place called Crescent Beach Spring, all right? And there's something unique about this spring. Now, here's Crescent Beach, okay? And here's the spring. Now, there are springs that are, underwater in the ocean, but the water from the spring never really reaches the top. But on a calm day, all right, off of Crescent Beach, you can see the fresh water from the spring, the boil, reaching the surface of the ocean. Now, this is why this is special because, like I said, there are springs under the ocean, but, the water don't reach, but it's 50 to 60 feet to where this, spring pops out on the ocean floor. And most of the time, the power from these springs, they can't reach the surface. Now, scientists don't really know the real power of this spring because they can't really measure it, but they're saying with the math that they're doing with the feet and how high that it's pushing through the, ocean water, they're saying that this could be the most powerful spring in the world. Now, ever since this thing was discovered in 1875, people have been using it. Matter of fact, we just discovered it in 1875. I'm pretty sure the natives was using it as well, but boats used to come, right, in this area, right above the spring. They knew it was fresh water. They would literally sit above the spring and siphon the fresh water right onto their boats. Now, another thing about this is that they don't know where this spring, leads to, where it's coming from. Feel me? Scientists say that possibly, just possibly, that the water is coming all the way from Ocala, Florida. That's a long distance. And one other thing, okay, about this, natural spring in the middle of the ocean, is that when you get in the area of this spring, it's so powerful that sometimes you might see a few gas bubbles, but it smells like sulfur. The thing is that the salt level in fresh water, it's way lower, okay, than this ocean water. And when the two chemicals combine, it starts smelling like sulfur. It smells like boiled eggs out here all day. Now, people come here all the time, dive and do all kind of stuff, and they see all different, scratch marks and, maybe some artifacts down there. But this is the thing, too. Right on the coast of Florida, like I said, over there by, Crescent Beach, there's a well dug. Seems like it was dug centuries ago. And they're thinking that well was pulling fresh water from that spring. Just possible. Just maybe. Now look, like I said, there's plenty of magnitude 1 springs on land in Florida, but that one off the coast, the Crescent Beach spring, they can't even really get correct numbers because it's so strong. That's why they're saying it's the most powerful in the world. So the more you know. Peace.